Coke has started to utilize AI to generate their Christmas themed ads. Yes, Christmas ads have already started. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this, as Coke has released this new advertisement. It's fully generated by AI. Some people are saying it's really cool. Some people are saying that it's not. Me personally, I think the technology behind it's cool. But is it perfect? No. But you can imagine where we'll be in 10 years from now. Like where will we be in 10 years? This stuff is going to be really, really cool. I think it's going to be a great thing in the future in terms of content generation and ideation, but it's never going to replace a human. How will you use it in the future? Is AI something you already use? Let me know in the comments. So let's go take a look at it and you let me know what you think. Next on the list, ex-advertisers that had previously boycotted the site are returning. So IBM, Disney, Comcast, Discovery, Warner Brothers, and Lionsgate Entertainment have reportedly resumed ad campaigns on X after almost a year-long boycott. Basically, if you don't know, about a year and a half ago, when Elon took over Twitter, now X.com, a lot of advertisers decided to jump ship and boycott the platform, kind of draining them dry, essentially hoping that would cause them to shut down. But that did not work. Truth prevailed in this situation, where users seem to enjoy the site and things like that a lot better than they had previously done. All that to say, she is a GOAT and she deserves all the praise here. She's doing a really, really good job with Twitter, or X. And we'll see what the future holds for X.com. Next up on the chopping block today, we have X terms of service have been updated. So the X terms of service have been updated, and ex CNN anchor Don Lemon says that he is quitting X over the new terms of service. Some users are even leaving for a new platform, BlueSky, who has seen an increase in signups since the election. They are averaging 1 million signups a day. They were up to 15 million the last time I looked. However, you can go in and check a counter that somebody created. They're up to 18 million now, which is pretty cool. This is really great for a new platform. Hopefully everybody that is migrating over there is liking their experience. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. But speaking of the terms of service, one of the bigger things here, X changed its term of service to let its AI train on everyone's post. But essentially, as you can read here, by submitting, posting, or displaying content on or through the services, you grant us worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free license to make your content available to the rest of the world, the terms of service said, which includes the right to analyze any of that content, including, for example, for use with and training of our machine learning and artificial intelligence models, whether generative or another type. Basically, by continuing to use the platform, users agree that X can use their data to train its AI models. I feel like every platform uses our data no matter what we do. In the past, this wasn't as prevalent, and I feel like no matter what platform you are on, there's some kind of thing in the terms of service that people just haven't called out like they have on X. What are your thoughts? Do you care? I personally do not. I think it is just going to make the data or the AI better, smarter, bigger, stronger, faster. But so long as they're not sharing private data like my phone number and address, I think it's totally okay. In the instance for creators and like artists and things like that, I think that artists should definitely get paid and whatnot. But definitely let me know your comments down below. And finally here, speaking of the terms of service and the privacy policy, user Paul, here's his username, YBARRAP. He did a really great breakdown of what's changing to its terms of service, but the key updates include expanded rights for X to use user-generated content, potentially for AI training, modifications to the platform's blocking feature, which, as you know, that was a big thing a couple of weeks ago. You can block somebody, but they can still see your post, which I think is just stupid. New dispute resolution procedures. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm assuming you just have to jump through more hoops to get anything fixed. And basically, he goes on to explain what some of these things mean, but feel free to go and check out his page for a deeper explanation. One of the things I did want to call out here was he did post, if you don't want to allow your post as well as your interactions, inputs, and results to the AI Grok to be used for training and fine tuning, you can uncheck this and you can delete your conversation history. He gave a screenshot of this. I'm not sure exactly where it is in the settings, but if you go into data sharing, you can probably find it. And finally, one of the bigger things I think is definitely curious here, liquidated damages. So protecting our users' data and our system resources is important to us. You further agree that to the extent permitted by applicable law, if you violate the terms or you induce or facilitate others to do so, in addition to all other legal remedies available to us, you'll be jointly and severely liable to us for liquidated damages as follows. For requesting, viewing, or accessing more than 1 million posts, including reply posts, video posts, image posts, and any other post in a 24-hour period, $15,000 per 1 million posts. You agree that these amounts are reasonable estimate of our damages, not a penalty, and not otherwise limiting to our ability to recover from you and others under our legal or equitable theory or claim, blah, 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 blah. You further agree that repeated violations of these terms will entitle us to injunctive and or other equitable relief in addition to monetary damages. So if you're looking at over 1 million posts a day, like this is more so for people that have bot farms and things like that. Since they did just release their X API, I think this is just something to kind of thwart off some of that abuse, if you want to call it that. But essentially, I think that's what they're trying to do here. But for me personally, there's no way I could look at 1 million posts per day. So it's not something that I am typically worried about. Are you going to be jumping ship to go to BlueSky, or are you going to be staying on X? Let me know in the comments. This next thing is actually really fucking cool. It's the Pizza Hut warmer box. It's called the Pizza Warmer. It's a 3D printed accessory that you can print at home. So it uses PS5 heat. So it clips on basically on the top of your PS5, as you can see over here. But basically it just keeps your pizza warm by using the exhaust from the Sony PlayStation 5. You can actually go online and Pizza Hut has provided a blueprint. So it's free for everybody. You can go online and get this file, get basically the blueprint for it, and go put it in your Bamboo 3D printer or whatever 3D printer that you have and print it out. One thing to note is similar to how you're supposed to use like plastics and how you're not supposed to use plastics and stuff, or certain plastics inside of the oven. Make sure you clean this very, very well if you do end up using it, because like a microwave, if it gets hot, the stuff in the plastic, the chemicals and everything are actually going to bleed into your food, which is not good. The amount of times you probably actually use this anyways is slim to none, but definitely just take that into consideration if you are printing this. But regardless, it's freaking cool. It's freaking cool, right? I think this is a super awesome thing that Pizza Hut did. Pizza Hut Canada is offering the blueprint for free online. The link's going to be down below, but as you can see here, you can just download the 3D print and shoot it over to your 3D printer and print it and attach it to your PlayStation 5 if you have one. Super, super cool. But I don't personally have a 3D printer, but I think I would want to get one just to do this for the fun of it. And finally, Halo Combat Evolved was released 23 years ago. I remember I worked my butt off to get this console. I built and helped dig a trench for a big wall that we had at my parents' house when I was growing up. But I remember it took me like a month or two, but I was finally able to earn it. And I went to GameStop and I bought it. It was one of the first things I ever bought with my own earned money. And It was just awesome. From like the LAN parties I had with my friends afterwards, after that, you know, leading into middle school and high school, just the overall memories and everything that this game provided to me, my friends, even to this day, is just something that's unmatched. But happy 23rd birthday to Halo and the original Xbox. Let's watch the original trailer.
For decades, we've battled an alien enemy we do not understand. Unprovoked, they brought our civilization to its knees and forced us into hiding. And now, chased into the darkness, we have one chance for survival. One chance that carries the hope of our entire species and has led us here.
All I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
Center show inbound Covenant boarding craft. We are re-engaging the enemy.
We are leaving this ship platoon and engaging the Covenant on solid ground.
We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
You sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
The flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life.
There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
That has me feeling nostalgic as fuck. Wow. What I would give to go back to the good old days. But come back next week to learn what body part I'm going to have to sacrifice to get out of bed. Am I this old already? But thanks for watching. Peace out, nerds.